We're not just burying a man today. We're burying what he used to be and what he used to stand for. But I'll remember him as he was before that check cleared. Oh God. When his laughter still belonged to us. Rest in peace, Bill Burr's political career. Okay, guys, so this is gonna be fun. All right. So when it comes to Bill Burr, and we done talked about it. I done made my few videos. Okay, I done got what I wanted to say off my chest, and I thought I was in a really good position. Okay, I didn't want to kick Bill Burr to the curb because I think, or at least I thought he could still be useful. He could still be a source of good, valuable information. Okay, and unfortunately, I have to say that is no longer the case. I can't even say it right. Like, I cannot support someone like Bill Burr anymore. And yes, it kills me because he's one of the sources that I would draw from. Like, someone like a comedian like him, which is rare, especially in today's climate, to find someone who has a lot to lose, but still decides to stand on business. Not just for his own sake, not just for his own money, but for regular, common people. And yes, I know celebrities are not supposed to be on a pedestal, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But if you look at someone like Muhammad Ali, which once again, I'm not putting Bill Burr on that level, but you can be that person. You can play a sport and still represent the people at its core. It is possible. And that's what people are going to remember Muhammad Ali for. Not because he was just a great boxer, but he was a great human being. And that's what people look up to, people like that. You see what I'm saying? So like, maybe it is my fault that I put Bill Burr on such a pedestal as a comedian, a funny comedian, but then also have the ability to be human and be able to stand on those stages speaking to millions of people and saying the things that we think about all the damn time, about the millionaires, the billionaires, the greedy, the working class people. That means something. But maybe it is my fault that I put him in a position that he never asked for. He never asked for. But once again, I need everybody to bow your eyes, or not bow your eyes, bow your heads, okay? Damn, this I'm trying not to choke up here, okay? I'm trying not to choke up here and cry all on camera here, okay? So I apologize if I get my words mixed up here, okay? I'm about to be crying in front of my wife, okay? This is a hard moment for us because this is the end. Not Bill Burr. Once again, not the person. He's alive and well, okay? I'm talking about his political activism, his political career, his political stance is dead and gone. It's adios. It's, what's another word in Spanish or something? Or who? Añón? I don't know. Okay, hey. But let's go ahead and give the proper remembrance of his political career. I need everybody to close your eyes, bow your heads, sit in a moment of silence while I speak. Not you, but He started out as one of us, a comedian with courage, not comfort. Every joke hit like truth. Every laugh felt like rebellion. Oh, I remember those days. He fought for the people, stood up to the powerful, until the powerful bought tickets to his show. Money didn't kill him overnight. It whispered to him, whispered in his ears. It told him he'd be done. He'd done enough fighting. And little by little, that voice of the people became the voice of that price tag. We're not just burying a man today. We're burying what he used to be and what he used to stand for. But I'll remember him as he was before that check cleared. Oh God. When his laughter still belonged to us. Rest in peace, Bill Burr's political career. All right, guys. Yeah, it's fine. It was a lot of crying anyway. It was a lot of crying anyway, okay? I'm sorry. But once again, guys, that's what we're dealing with today. But let's go ahead. I almost started crying for real. Like, I'm such a great actor. I thought I was really crying for somebody, okay? I was really about to shed a tear. But I didn't want to do that, okay? I don't want to be an actor. I don't want Hollywood calling me up and like, hey, Superior, can you replace Denzel? You know what I'm saying? We seen that performance you did on YouTube. We told Denzel to kick the curb, and we want you. I don't want that. I don't want to take Denzel's job, okay? At least not yet, okay? Let him finish his legacy, okay? Was that music from Avengers Endgame? To be honest, I literally found it before I started the live stream. That's why I was late today. But let's go ahead and hear what Bill Burr had to say regarding all the backlash and all what people are saying. Let's hear how he killed his own political career, okay?
On a wire. Oh, gee.
Hold on. It's already just screaming. I might have to throw this on. Once again, we're just hearing his voice, but once again, I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. Don't even want to try it, okay? So this is for copyright purposes. All right. It says echoing a little bit again. That kind of sucks. Double check that for me.
Jesus, how's it going in your neck of the woods there? It's not going so good in my neck of the woods. I'll tell you that. The sanctimonious is sanctimonian. Key word on the monian. Oh, Jesus. All right, here's the deal. You guys are asking me, obviously, a ton of questions about the absolute controversy, all right? Here's the deal. I have no problem answering any of them. The problem I have is after I answer them, it all gets clipped. And then once it gets clipped, then the lies start getting told, or they start shaping it and making it this and making it that. So
okay, so even right off the bat, he's coming up with excuses, which is the easiest cop out. Like, oh, people are just, mischaracterizing what I'm saying. They're just taking like 3-second clips and just making like, no. The problem is you went to a country that is doing actively today what you stand against here in America. That's the problem. You can't mischaracterize that. That's not a sound clip. That's not 15 seconds. We see that. We know that you did that. We know you probably got paid in the millions of dollars to do that. So like, once again, that's not an excuse that you can use. Once again, it's probably better to be like, hey man, I wanted the money. Like, honestly, that would even be better to be like, you know what? The money was too good. And what I'm going to do is create an organization, blah, blah, whatever the case is. I don't know. But to sit here and double down and pretend as if it's our fault. We just don't understand. Come on. Bill, what are we doing here? But trust me, it gets worse.
Log on the fire, and then they can make more money. No, I'm sorry. Well, no, because they care so much. That's right. Sorry, not because they're just making money. But I do have to tell you, this is fascinating because I've never been in the middle of one of these fucking things. And my whole life when I watch the news, not every fucking news stories, but there's been a lot of shit where you watch it going like, yeah, I don't know. It kind of seems like that kind of fucking dick. So to finally be in the middle of it and the level of like straight up lies is just, it's wild. And I'll be honest with you, I've been off the internet for like a fucking...
What? I wish he would elaborate on what the lies are. What's being lied? And once again, I'm pretty sure everybody and their mama's talking about this, so I can't speak for everyone. But when I made my videos, I was very clear. You went to Saudi Arabia. If you don't know about that place, do some research. When it comes to freedom of speech, which is just one issue out of a list of them. When it comes to freedom of speech, they don't have that. They literally butchered a guy for speaking out against the government. A journalist, those people that do that. Butchered the guy, killed him, gone. Boom. You see what I'm saying? Khashoggi, believe that's his last name. Once again, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that last name. And the problem is, someone like a Kevin Hart going there, okay, go ahead, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart doesn't pass down any kind of money. He's taking everybody's money. Kevin Hart isn't known to be political, to stand for the people, to, have morals and standards and integrity. We don't see Kevin Hart like that. He's just a funny guy. Okay, go, get your money. But when you do it, that's something different. We see you through a different perspective, through a different lens. That's the problem. There's no lie within that. You talk about people's rights, their constitutional rights here in America. Well, what about the people that you performed in front of? They're not Americans, but I'm pretty sure as human beings, we believe they deserve human dignity and rights, correct? But that's the problem. They're not getting that. But, okay, of course, we're lying about something, right? We're lying about something.
Wild. And I'll be honest with you, I've been off the internet for like a fucking month, but just the shit people have been sending. It's funny, you get off the internet and people still send you shit. So like these stories of like there was no women there, he just performed to the Royals. By the time they're done with this shit, they're going to say I went over there and did a one-on-one show in a fucking tent staring at my toes and then I left for the head fucking guy, whoever the hell it is over there, right? Once again.
But you did. Once again, you're mischaracterizing your own trip. Who paid for it? Who gave you the money? Who invited you? It wasn't like they had like some comedy club in Saudi Arabia and like, the people, the locals are like, hey, we're going to raise up millions, probably billions of dollars to get these American comedians to come over here and like put on a show for us. No, brother, what you talking about? We seen the contract. Once again, that's the thing about internet, Wi-Fi. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have information in front of us. We don't even have to take your word for it. We can read it ourselves. What are you talking about, Bill? It's weird talking to you like this. It's weird talking to you on the other side of this conversation. Why? Once again, the best defense you could have had was to just say nothing at all. Once again, I know people are probably going to bring it up, but like, just say nothing. But what you're saying now is like, is making it worse. No, don't do that. But the cat's out the motherfucking bag already.
I performed in an arena over there. In the round, there was 8,000 people at the show. Okay? It was citizens. And then they had diplomats sitting down front in a nerve-wracking way for the performer to make sure that, you didn't talk about the 2 or 3 things that they said that they negotiated down to not talk about. Once again, as I said before, whoever put together the comedy festival and everything, what it did for freedom of speech over there, because like before it started, you couldn't talk about all of this stuff, and then they whittled it down to just that.
Freedom of speech. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're playing dumb. You signed a contract that said you cannot say X, Y, and Z, which is like the main purpose of freedom of speech. Not like, oh, you can't talk about like dogs in this country. Like, no, you can't talk about the actual government, the actual people that are in charge and the crimes that they have committed. You can't talk about their leaders. You can't talk about their religion. But you're like, oh no, but like we made major advancements over there. Because now they can talk about boba tea. Like, I don't know, like what are you talking about? No, Bill, why are we doing this? Why are you acting like you don't know? Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry that I have to talk to you like this. I gotta talk to you like you're a child now. Bill, you're on timeout now. Go sit in the corner. Face the corner.
And that is how, if you truly care about stuff like that, you gradually move towards something more positive. All right? I mean, and I have to tell you, all right, all of this sanctimonious shit out there, I'm going to tell you something right now. I saw, in 33 years of stand-up, I've never seen anybody with bigger balls. And I'm not going to say the name of the comedian, even though you're going to figure it out. But I'm just trying not to get anybody else this fucking shit coming at him. Went on over there, openly gay. And in the middle of the set, 2 of the diplomats got up to go to the bathroom. And this person said, "Hey, where are you going? Are you going to go on Grindr?" I mean, I've seen them all. I've never seen anybody. It's like, I don't have the balls to say that. And the fact...
Hey, Bill Burr. Sorry to make this joke. Damn it. I wish I didn't have to say this to you. But yes, we know you don't have the balls. We know you don't have the balls. You took the money. And once again, if you want to talk about advancements when it comes to freedom of speech, it starts with holding those in power accountable and having the ability and the opportunity and the protection to do that. And I'm sorry, but I guarantee you, your stand-up comedy, your 15, 20, 25 minutes or however long you had, didn't do that. Making people laugh is different from holding those in power that is abusing their power, is not holding them accountable. two different things. So, Bill, I'm sorry. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. So I hope the money was worth it.
That her own people came at her and all of that. It's disgusting. It really is. That's what they're going to clip. That's what they're going to clip. Bill says fucking the reaction to da-da-da is disgusting. And I'll tell you what else is amazing and really confusing to me is what we did over there wasn't even on TV. However, what everybody's complaining about was on TV the week before. On a different event, and nobody said anything. So, and that's the difference between being a billion-dollar conglomerate and being an independent contractor. It's kind of like, if you go back to like, I don't want to talk anymore about it, but like I said, like I would love to answer all of this stuff. I'm not afraid.
Once again, you don't want to talk about it because you don't have nothing to say except for excuses. And once again, we can read his comments and I seen the comments through what's his name? Kyle Kalinski's channel. And let's see if anything has changed. Let me take the blockers off. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay, there's the first one. And hide those here. Once again, the comments speak for itself. They can't be evil. They have a Burger King. Bill performs in North Korea. Dude, they had a fucking grocery store fully stocked. Everyone was smiling. Everyone had the same haircut. Like it was sick, dude. Like his comment section. Oh my goodness. I can't find out one defense. I can't find one. Can't wait for the next time Bill tries to have the moral high ground on anything. This will not be forgotten. It's not just me thinking this, thank God. Because sometimes I think I go a little crazy sometimes. But once again, let's hear what
was that the bots getting everybody
Mr. Kyle Kalinski had to
say. Mad? Or was that just your fucking hypocrisy? As a Saudi slave holder, I'm a big fan of your work. And this goes on. This is fucking everybody. Bill Burr's next gig, United Healthcare corporate gig. Quote, hey, once you get to know the top brass, not bad dudes. They're just like us. Billy, billionaires are bad, but trillionaires are good, Burr. Do you see the problem here, Bill? All real people are mad at you. All people who have any integrity, any principles, are mad at you. Because they thought you were a real one, but you're not. You're a fucking sellout, just like the rest of them. All right, here we go.
But I do have to tell you.
Hey, once again, Mr. Kyle Kalinski is right. Mr. Kyle Kalinski, Mr. Blonde Hair, is right. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to. Once again, you can watch my other videos. I tried to be like, you know what? Give him some time. Give him some time. We can make it through this. But unfortunately, if he doesn't want to, then we can't force him. Okay.
Let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Ain't no errors, baby. It's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.